Is the inventory of homes in the market climbing? Are you a seller and worried about what's happening in the market? Opportunity and challenge are the key words of how to navigate this market, and we're going to talk more about the opportunities and challenges that every seller and buyer needs to know in this market today. Hi, I'm Tim Royster with the Royster Hearth Group Compass, a local real estate team here in Northern Virginia. If you like what you hear and want to stay up to date on Northern Virginia real estate, go ahead and click that subscribe button now. Most of the headlines we read are on the national level, but I want to make sure you have good information that makes more sense and less fear. Let's break down the national market. Number of offers received is ticking down. The peak was 5.5 offers per house, but we are down nationally to 4.2 offers per house. Number of offers over asking is down. We were at 61% of offers over asking about a month ago, and now we are down to 55% of offers over asking price. That's still 55% over asking, so competition is still very strong. The pace of sales is declining and inventory levels are increasing. As we deep dive into these four trends, it's important to share a quote from Mark Fleming, Chief Economist for First American. There's been a pickup in the inventory that we've seen recently, but it's not from a big increase in new homes for sale, but rather a slowdown in the pace of sales. And remember that month's supply measures the inventory of sales relative to the pace of sales. Same inventory, fewer sales means more months supply. So let's talk about new monthly listing counts nationally. In May 2022, there were 541,000 properties new in the market versus 509,000 properties in May 2021. That's about 6% more new properties for sale year over year. And based on NAR seasonally adjusted annual rate, NAR is predicting 5.4 million home sales for 2022. As you can see from this graph, there were 6.1 million home sales in 2021, 5.6 million in 2020, but check this out. There was 5.3 million in 2019, 5.3 million in 2018, and 5.5 million in 2017. So we are back to our pre-pandemic levels of home sales nationally. And just a reminder, those were still very good years for buyers and sellers in residential real estate. Let's take a look at active monthly listing counts in thousands. The dark blue line is 2022, the lowest start of inventory of any of the past 5 years. And you can see how in April and May of this year, the homes for sale has surpassed the active monthly listings count from 2021. So we have the uptick of new listings, the pace of home sales slowing, and it's starting to look very similar to pre-pandemic real estate levels. So what's ahead for the rest of the year? Realtor.com had projected 0.3% more inventory this year. However, they updated their focus to 15%. This is important for buyers because although it's not going to be a market where you can look for days for the right home, but you will have a few more options. However, you still need to be ready to make decisions rather quickly because there are still more buyers than homes in the market. For sellers, this means that you need to make sure that you are pricing the home based on current buyer behavior. Notice I didn't say price it right. You'll need to price it based on how buyers are behaving with the local inventory levels, interest rates, and local, national, and global economic outlooks. Okay, with this in mind, let's dive in on the supply and demand of homes in Fairfax, Virginia, zip code 22032. Single-family homes have been on the market for a median of 7 days, ending June 24th, which was the same number of days on market a week prior. Even though the available inventory of unsold single-family homes has been climbing lately, you can tell that the median days on market has only increased a little over the past week. Demand for homes in zip code 22032 is still very high. We'll definitely continue to watch the DOM, the days on market trend for the zip code. Let's talk about Vienna. The real estate market in Vienna 22181 is very strong. Home sales have been exceeding new inventory for several weeks. Even though home prices have fallen a little, should the trend continue, we would expect that prices could start to climb. If you're a buyer, this is your opportunity to purchase a home with a little more breathing room. Why? Because if you are in the market to purchase a home, you have less competition because interest rates and affordability has changed the buyer pool. Some have gone down to lower price points or don't truly see how the long-term smart way of owning real estate can increase their overall wealth position for years to come. Sellers, your words are challenge and opportunity. When the buyer demand is less because of affordability, it's crucial to make sure you are tracking the current trends in your area as well as watching how interest rate changes the buyer behavior. I recently met with a seller in Woodbridge 22193. When I did my market research, some very interesting data points started to give clarity about how interest rates and buyer behavior was affecting home sales. So check this out. This data was from June 1st, 2022 to June 24th, 2022. There were 56 active detached homes at all price points, with 20 that had reduced their asking price. That's 36%. There were 81 properties with a ratified contract or pending, and 25% had reduced their price prior to accepting an offer. Of the 36 that closed, only 14% had reduced their price or sold the property lower than asking. What does this mean? At least 36% of the sellers in the market are not paying attention to buyer behavior. They're experiencing the challenge of either not pricing the property according to condition or not staying in touch with how interest rates are affecting the buyer response to new properties that hit the market. Until next time.